This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Baylor Bears and the Kansas Jayhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Jayhawks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that.
There's a crease. Made a defender miss. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Lagway, under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Now on the move. Got a little grass. Touchdown Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the ground, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession. Take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Cox. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down to one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Quick spin on the ride. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Jayhawks! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Flagway wants to throw. Got it. There he goes. Running through contact. At the 20. Touchdown, Bears. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going to the running game. Got enough for the first. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Lagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
It'll be third and long. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
What a disappointment. No good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. And he scores. Touchdown, Kansas.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers with a breathtaking offensive performance today. Really, both teams delivered. How about combining for more than 100 points? A stat-stuffing day for each of those teams. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Creates a little room. Just keeps moving. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Off play action. That's caught. It's Pickett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Marshall. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off.
Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And the stomping has commenced. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The play action fake. Unloads it left. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. All by himself. Touchdown, Ruckchop. A great catch and run for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Here comes the 2-point try. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. That's caught. It's Freeman. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Got his man downfield.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lagway. Got a man. It's Freeman. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Baylor. And the beatdown has